Hi, I'm Sandy Duran. You're about to see a video of me testing a child in a school setting, but these tests have actually been designed for you to do right at home, and it will only take you about 15 minutes. I know as a parent that sometimes you can second guess yourself. You may be wondering if your child really does have a problem. So these tests will help you know whether your concerns are warranted. Let's begin by looking at the best way to do these tests so you can get the best results. First, print out all the papers you need to give the kindergarten informal screening test. These are found right here on our website and also in Appendix A of our book, Smart Kid Can't Read. You will need the testing guidelines, the parent test materials, the child test materials. Once you have everything printed out, the next thing you need to do is get a piece of lined paper and a pencil ready. Now you're ready to work with your child. Be sure you're in a quiet room where you will not be interrupted. Begin by setting the tone. You will notice in the video that I make the child feel very comfortable. That's really important. This should not be a pressured atmosphere. Reassure your child that you just want to see how he can do. Mistakes are okay as long as he's trying his best. Next, sit adjacent to your child as you see in the video. This will make it easier for you to help him track and also for you to see his work. It's best to practice this test with an adult before giving it to your child. This will give you the confidence you need to move along smoothly. A few more tips for you as you watch the video and prepare to test your child. First, notice that whenever the child gives a response, you have to make a mark on the paper. That's very important. That's true for both the correct and the incorrect answers. And the reason we do that is you don't want the child to know that he has gotten something incorrect. If you were only to mark when he gets it incorrect, he'll be on to you and then he'll be nervous or over focusing on what you're doing, and you don't want that to happen. So you might want to use a check mark for correct and a line for incorrect, as long as you're consistently marking something. Next, if your child doesn't know an answer, don't wait too long. Just ask him if he wants to skip that one and then just move on to the next. Or if he asks you for the answer, encourage him to try to sound it out. Don't take too much time. Don't have him laboring over this. If he's unable to do that, just move along quickly in a very reassuring way. Don't correct your child if he makes an error. You want to remain as impassive as possible. If you find that your child has difficulty with the test, just stop the testing. It may be a subtest that he's having trouble with. Maybe he's unable to do all of his letter sounds, and you can see after 5 or 6 sounds that he just can't do it. You can move on to the next subtest. Or if the entire test seems to be way over his head, then you have the answer you were looking for. You know he's having trouble. You don't have to force him to go through everything and make him uncomfortable. As you show your child the letters on the kindergarten letter and sound identification page, just cover up the columns that are not being used. You'll see this demonstrated on the video. We're trying to help the child not to be overwhelmed. It's also good to move your finger along from one letter to the next to help your child track and move down the row. I'm almost ready to bring in the child, but before I do that, I have one more tip for you. Your child may have difficulty with the vowel sounds. So I want to go over those with you, and you can always come back to this part of the tape and listen to it again so that you can hear that clear, crisp sound, okay? A, apple, a. E, egg, eh. I, ink, I. O, olive, ah. U, up, Okay, let's bring in the child. Okay, what we're going to start with is I'm going to give you this piece of paper and I'm going to ask you to write your first and your last name. Can you do that? You know how to write them both? Wow. Let's see. Wow, very nice. Good. Okay, that's your first name. Do you know how to write your last name?
Mm,
No, just your first? Okay.
That's this.
Okay. Very good. Very good. All right. Now I'm going to ask you to write some letters. So you can take the pencil, and when I read you the letter, then you're going to write it, okay? All right. So we're going to say A. Can you write an A? You know how to write an A?
No, I don't know.
No? Okay, that's all right. Do you know how to write an F?
F, yes.
Okay. Let's see what you should do with an F. Remember how to make an F? Wow, very good. Okay, do you remember how to make a T?
No.
Okay. What about a B?
B?
Yeah, remember a B?
No.
Okay. How about a G?
Yes.
Yay. Okay. How about an H? Good job. How about a C? How about a D? Remember that one?
No.
Okay, that's all right. How about an M?
I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, that's a little tricky. How about an O?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Good job. How about a J?
No,
That's a tricky one. A K?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's tricky too. An I?
Yes.
Oh, you remember that one. Wow, look at that. Is that it? At the I? Okay. What about an L? You remembered. What about a P? Oh, good. What about a Q?
No.
Okay. What about an E?
No, I don't know how to do it.
Okay, what about a W?
No, I don't know how.
Z?
Yes.
That's a tricky one. Okay, good. What about an N?
No.
Okay. R?
No, I do not.
Okay, and what about a U?
No.
All right. S?
Yes.
Okay. What about a V?
No.
All right. Two more. What about an X? You got it. And a Y.
No.
Okay, good job. All right, now I'm going to show you some letters and you can tell me if you know what the name of the letter is, okay? So we'll put this over here and we'll look at these one at a time. How about this?
It's.
You know what that one is?
No.
Okay, how about this one? You know what this one is?
F.
Yes. You know what this one is?
T.
Mm-hmm. How about this?
B.
You got it.
G.
Yes.
H.
Great job.
C.
You got it.
D.
Mm-hmm.
W.
Okay.
O.
Mm-hmm.
J.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Tricky one, isn't it? How about this?
I.
Mm-hmm.
L.
Yep.
P.
Mm-hmm.
Q.
Mm-hmm.
E.
Yes.
M.
Good.
T.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
That was tricky too. Okay, how about this?
I don't know. No.
Okay. And this one?
Y.
Okay.
S.
Mm-hmm.
V.
Mm-hmm.
X.
Yes.
I don't know.
Okay, you did a great job. Now I'm going to ask you what the letters sound like. Sound like. So you make the sound that the letter makes. Okay, let's try this. What sound does it make?
I don't know.
Okay, do you know what sound this one makes? Yes, it does. What about this?
I don't know.
Okay, what about this?
I don't know.
Okay, you know this one?
No.
Okay, this one?
No.
All right, this one?
No.
All right, how about this one?
No.
All right, this one?
No.
You almost had it. It looked like you almost had it. All right, how about this?
Oh.
Okay. This one?
J.
Yeah, you know what sound it makes?
No.
Okay, you want to stop with the sounds? Yeah, let's stop with the sounds. I knew that was enough of that. Okay, now do you know anything about rhyming words, about words that rhyme? Have you ever heard of words that rhyme? Like, let's see, how about mud and bud? They rhyme, right? Have you ever heard of rhyming words?
No.
Have you ever done any songs or games? Did you ever see a bear sitting in a chair down by the bay, down by the bay? You know that song?
No.
Let's see. What else rhymes? Okay. Like, I gotta make sure I don't say one on here. Okay, what about cup and pup? You hear how they sound the same at the end? Cup, pup.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see. What about sit and hit? Do they rhyme?
Yes.
All right. What about man and dog? Do they rhyme?
No.
Good. Car and star.
Yes.
You got it. Mat and mud.
No.
Good. Can and cat.
No.
Good. Book and look.
Yes.
You caught on to that. Good job. All righty. Now I want to see if you can make the rhyme. Can you make a word rhyme with tree? What rhymes with tree?
Tree and I don't know.
It's kind of tricky. What about make? Make and...
Make an A. No.
You almost had it. Make and... Listen to the sound at
Make
the...
an hay.
Okay, close, close. Listen to the sound at the end. Cat and...
Hat.
You got it. You're catching on. Star and...
Car.
Yes. Rug and...
I don't know.
Okay, but you're catching on. Listen to the end. Kick and...
I don't know.
Okay, but you did pretty good with that. All right, next I'm going to ask you to listen to the sound at the beginning of the word. It's kind of like a little game. I'm going to say a word and I'm going to ask you to say the word and then tell me a word that rhymes with it. I'll give you an example. So if I said, say cup, oh, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. You're going to say the sound at the beginning of the word. We're not doing rhyming anymore, so let's get that out of it. Okay, so you want to hear the sound at the beginning. So I would say cup. You would say cup. And then I would say, what do you hear at the beginning? You'd say k. I just want to know what you hear at the beginning. Do you understand? Okay, so say moon.
Moon.
What do you hear at the beginning?
Blue.
Okay, can you cut it down a little shorter? You're right, you do hear moo. Can you, what's moo without the oo?
I don't know.
Okay, that would be like like moo without the oo. We're just trying to get the one sound. Okay, say cake.
Cake.
Okay, now what's the first sound you hear in cake?
A.
Okay, even before that, do you hear another word before that? Another sound before that? Do you hear another sound before that?
No.
Okay, all right. Okay. Next is boat. Say boat.
Boat.
Okay, what's the first sound you hear in boat?
Oat.
Okay, what do you hear before the oat? Boat. Okay. Table. Say table.
Table.
What's the first sound you hear in table?
Able.
Okay. All right. And light. Say light.
Light.
And what's the first sound you hear in light? Good for you. You got it. Okay. Whoops, you dropped your pencil? No problem. Okay, say sing.
Sing.
What's the first sound you hear in sing?
E.
Okay, okay. Very good. Now, I'm going to tell you a story, and then I'm going to have you give me a little bit about what you remember about the story. Now, this is about the best birthday present. Have you ever had a good birthday present?
Yes.
What was it?
It was toy.
Oh, I bet you
Oh,
liked
the
it.
helicopter toy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's for my birthday.
That was nice. I bet you had a lot of fun with that. Helicopter toys are fun.
And it had a remote control.
Oh, wow. So you didn't even have to be right touching the helicopter. You could be back here.
You just hold it and you play with it. And you just turn.
Oh, wow.
You can turn it too.
I wish I had a remote control helicopter. But my husband has a remote control submarine that he uses in the pool. It's kind of silly, isn't it? For a grown man to be doing it. Okay. So I'm going to read you the story, and then I'm going to have you tell it back. Okay? So it's called The Best Birthday Present. Last week was Judy's 6th birthday. Mom and Dad gave her a birthday party. Some of her friends from kindergarten came to her house. They had ice cream and cake. They had lots of fun and went outside to play. Judy opened her presents after they came back inside. Her mom and dad gave her a doll, and she got books and games from her friends. Judy's grandparents got to the party late. They gave Judy a big hug and told her to come out to the car to see her birthday present. Sitting on the back seat of the car was the best present of all, a little ball of black fur, a new kitten. Okay, can you remember what happened first in this story? What can you tell me happened first?
I don't know.
Okay, just tell me the story in your own words. Tell me everything you can remember what happened in this story.
I don't know.
You don't remember anything about it?
No.
What was the story about?
I don't know.
Was it about somebody's birthday?
Mm.
Yeah? And did she get any presents?
She did condensed.
Okay, who was having the party? Do you remember her name?
No.
Okay, do you remember anything they did at the party?
No.
Okay, and who gave her the very best present of all?
Kitty?
Yes, the kitty. That's right. Do you remember who gave her the kitty?
No.
Okay, that's fine. You did a wonderful job. Thank you so much. I really had fun working with you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lorna Kaufman, and I'd like to review that kindergarten testing that you just finished watching. Did you notice that in the second half of the testing that Sandy made a little mistake when giving this little boy directions? If that happens to you, that's totally fine. Don't worry about that. Remember, this is an informal test. Just make your correction like she did and then move along. Do the best you can. Did you also notice how she handled his errors? This little boy made a lot of errors. She didn't acknowledge them, and she didn't focus on them. She wanted him to continue. She was encouraging him. She wanted him to feel good and to do the best that he could. At one point, she actually discontinued the administration of one of the subtests because she saw that he didn't know his letter sounds. That was a good call. There's no need to finish something if you find that it's painful for the child. We do not need to overtest. She had the information she needed. She could move on. Let's talk for a minute about his performance. Initially, we asked him to write his name. We didn't want to show you his writing of his name, but I can tell you that he wasn't able to write his last name, and he misspelled his first name. That's unusual for a child who is just finishing kindergarten. He had significant difficulty with all of his letters. He had trouble identifying letters, providing letter sounds, recognizing letters. He had trouble with letter formation. His difficulty was with fine motor skills and fine motor control. His strongest performance was when he was asked to recognize rhymes. But then he had difficulty producing rhymes and with another phonological skill of recognizing initial sounds and words. Did you notice that he became very fidgety when Sandy was reading him his story? It was hard for him to listen to the story and to remain focused. His language was also indistinct when he was describing his helicopter toy to us. This little boy is showing us that he has trouble with both expressive and receptive oral language skills. He actually had trouble in all of the areas that we were testing. Right now, he is a very motivated, very wonderful little boy. He's doing his best. But that behavior could change if he doesn't get help right away. I would definitely recommend that he be referred for a speech and language evaluation. I would recommend that he be referred for an occupational therapy evaluation to assess his fine motor skills. He needs a reading evaluation and a psychological evaluation to assess his cognitive processing. I would start reading support for him immediately.
Okay, now it's time for you to evaluate your own child. If you have any questions at all after you do the test, follow the directions on the website for getting feedback. Good luck. You'll do a great job.